Hi Cancer, this is Amanda from Luna's Light. Welcome to my channel. I'm here to do a full moon reading for you. This will pertain to any day that you see this up until December 29th for the full moon. Now this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So it might not pertain to all Cancers. If for some reason it's not resonating, you can always check out where your other placements are in your chart and check out the videos for those placements. Perhaps you're in those energies right now. And this may not pertain to all Cancerians because this is a collective reading. So in that case, just take what resonates for you and leave the rest behind. If you haven't already, you can check out my Facebook page by Luna's Light. That's where I do all my live videos and readings. And like, share, and subscribe to this channel if you resonate with this reading today. There's also the comments box below this video. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, have at her and I will get to you as soon as I can. All right, let's start off your reading. Angels and guides, please step forward. Please, what do my Cancerians need to know in regards to their life for the December 29th full moon? 3 cards, please. Two more. That's too many. There we go. So just so everyone knows, I am using the Oracle of the Seven Energies by Colette Baron Reid. And on the bottom of the deck is Call of the Muse. So this is very much calling on inspiration, calling on someone or something to enter your life to really inspire you to just kind of dance to the own beat of your drum, so to speak. Find that inspiration to really move forward on your path and make some positive changes in your life. Bringing that energy back into you. That's what this is calling for. Okay. Now I'm going to use the Romance Angel cards as well to get some insight into your romantic life. Angels and guides, what do my fellow Cancerians need to know in regards to their love life for the December 29th full moon? 3 cards, please. Two more. And one more. Funny, some days the cards just want to speak right away, and other times they do that. Which I'm laughing now, but it's really not that funny. They're being cheeky. That's what's going on here. Okay. So we have deception on the bottom of the deck. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So perhaps you're dealing with someone who has been giving you a lot of half-truths, lies, hiding things from you, perhaps hiding parts of themselves from you, maybe even yourself. Maybe you're denying an aspect of yourself that that you really should be confronting at this time. It's shadow work time, right? And sometimes when you're not ready to do that shadow work, all of us tend to stick our heads in the sand or, pretend it's not there, kind of go into our shells. So even that in itself is self-deception, because we're deceiving ourselves into thinking everything's okay and nothing needs to be healed. So just be mindful what that could pertain to your situation. However that may resonate for you. Okay, and I'm going to be using the Green Witch Tarot for clarifying the cards, the oracle cards on the table here. Now, very first card that we have is Beyond the Ordinary. So this could, first of all, the first thing that happened is that it came out face down. This is the only card that came out face down. So it could be something that we're hiding of ourselves, something that we're not quite ready to see or share with the world. This could be something that we're denying ourselves, that deception. Sorry, I'm saying ourselves because I am also a fellow Cancer. But it's beyond the ordinary. So it's embracing everything about ourselves that is just incomparable in another person. There's something unique about us, about everyone, right? And this is something that we truly need to harness and need to revere and love about ourselves. And sometimes it can be strange. Sometimes I find those are the most interesting. But sometimes it can be embarrassing, maybe. Maybe you're not quite open with the world about your gift or your ability or your desires. Either way, this is not something to be embarrassed about. It's what makes us us, right? And it's very personal to everyone. So what Spirit is saying is to embrace that. Embrace it and allow it to light up your life again. When we're able to accept ourselves for who we are, that's when the magic happens. So let's clarify Beyond the Ordinary with the Green Witch's Tarot. Okay. Ooh. 3 more cards, please. Wow, too many. And one more. One more, please. Okay. So Beyond the Ordinary, what we have for that is the Page of Pentacles. Now, this can really speak to starting something new, perhaps this secret aspect of yourself, or maybe not so secret, is really in the beginning stages. And you're trying to perhaps make money from it. Maybe an entrepreneurial endeavor that, it's your passion and you're trying to kind of make it lucrative. This is a good sign. It's in a good stage. It's very stable already. And you can see like the child there is really like pouring in their energy to it. So I can tell it's definitely something that really excites you. And you have the crone with that. So it shows me that you are really walking forward with this, with confidence, with stability, with courage. You're really set on making this happen, which is wonderful. You're really taking the lead with this. And it's showing that, whatever this may be, you're bringing balance back into your life. So it's not just, you're not just pouring all your energy into a job that really doesn't fulfill you. You might still do that. We all have to, unfortunately, at some point. But it could be that you're balancing that out with your passion. So on your downtime, you're really trying to make this work as well and kind of build up from the ground up so that eventually this can come forth and be your number one job. But it does take time and effort, right? So right now you're just kind of trying to balance things out. It does show the Four of Athenes, which is swords, showing that there is a rest, a time of silence, a time of no action. So in the beginning especially, it's going to be hard for this to kind of take off. I really feel like it's in the beginning stages, so that doesn't surprise me. You are doing a lot of the groundwork, like I said, so it's going to take a little bit of time for that to build momentum. So do not get discouraged, is what Spirit is saying. Do not get discouraged. This is natural. It's kind of, you're taking that time out to build up the momentum into something glorious, but you can't just start off with no energy or background to it, so to speak. You need that foundation first. And Spirit's also saying, hey, follow your intuition with this because it's spot on. Your intuition is going to come in so handy when you are trying to either like connect with others, networking, if you're doing some networking for it, or perhaps it's art and you need to tap into your intuition just to, you know, blindly, for some reason I'm seeing like splatter paint. Like if you're harnessing your intuition while you're harnessing your creativity, your endeavors are just going to like explode with passion and excitement and like just this force of energy behind it. So yeah, this is looking great. The only thing is the Six of Pentacles is in reverse. So you might be feeling a little unbalanced for a while. This is the card of reciprocity. In this regard, it might be you need to give a lot more to your creative endeavor or whatever this is, your passion. You have to put in more effort before you're going to see your reward back. So that's all that this means. It's not that it's not going to come. It's just going to take time. Okay. So next we have great and full. So this can mean two different things. So, I mean, from the get-go, you can see that it's an overflowing cup. So there is a lot of gratitude there, obviously. There is something in your life that is just really, really something to be extremely grateful for. My first reaction to this is love, because it reminds me of the Ace of Cups. It is one cup with an overflowing amount of joy. So this could very pertain to a new relationship or a new beginning in a relationship. I also say that because we do have the blossoming of a flower there. Yeah, it's very much, I feel like it's a relationship. But for anyone, this could mean being grateful for being able to express your new passion. It could be a passion for someone else, even starting a new relationship. But either way, you are going to feel like your cup is overflowing, which is wonderful. Now, let's clarify great and full. Three more. And one more. Wow, okay. So here is a story. So some background here. We have the Five of Chalices. Now, in a normal traditional tarot, any other deck that I have, this card usually has 3 spilled cups and 2 strong remaining ones. Well, in this deck, it's actually, it's strange. She's pouring out the other 2. So perhaps the 3 over here are full still. It doesn't show. It could very well be that there's 3 here still, but she's pouring out 2 of them. So instead of it being an accident or focusing on what has happened that's gone wrong, she's just kind of done. She's pouring it out. She's like, over this. There is grief involved while she's doing it, of course, but you know, she's trying to move forward. So not focusing on the negative aspects of it. She's just kind of like, you know what, this is how it is. So whatever this pertains to in a romantic sense, it's like no longer crying over spilled milk. You realized something happened. It was a disappointment. You're kind of, you've come to terms with it and you're moving on. Now it could very well have been someone from the past, because I feel like they're returning. There's, you know, there's your 3 of Cups right there, and she's kind of mulling them over. Seems very depressed that she's missing one of them. Perhaps you're missing someone that you're no longer in communication with right now. Well, this person's returning. They seem a little hesitant to return, like almost like, will they accept me back in their life kind of thing. So maybe they're coming a bit slowly, but they're there and they very much want to reconnect. So just keep that in mind, that someone from the past may be trying to come back. That's completely up to you if you want to move forward with them or not. But here is the High Priest, and with him comes a lot of lessons. So this relationship has put you through a lot of trials, a lot of time apart, I feel, a lot of self-reflection, a lot of karmic confusion and karmic circles. I feel like perhaps you guys have been just in and out with this person and maybe fighting, and then like when it's great, but when it's bad, it's either really bad or just like, what? Like, where did this come from? And I feel like a lot of blocks happen every time you two kind of finally feel like you're getting somewhere. A cycle needs to be broken. Lessons need to be learned. But this person is coming forward, and the High Priest can also symbolize marriage. Just a heads up for some of you, not all of you. It could very well be that this person who's returning really sees a future with you, really wants to propose to you, or vice versa. Maybe when they come back, you propose to them. Who knows? Everyone's different, right? But right now, they're showing me that you guys are just not really in communication. And here's the King of Athame, so King of Swords. This could pertain to an Aquarius, Gemini, or a Libra, but it could also just pertain to someone that you're not talking to right now. And I really feel like there's a lot of mental confusion around this. There's a lot of overthinking. There's a lot of playing things over and over and over in your head. Scenarios, things that happen, maybe things that went wrong, trying to figure out how it could have went right. The ifs, ands, or buts, you know, like all of that is just continuously playing, not only in your head, but in theirs, because they're not ready to let you go, it looks like. And it doesn't really feel like you're quite ready to let them go either. There's still lessons to be learned. There's still things to hash out. And so they're showing me, you know, right now you may be feeling like this. You may be feeling like the Ace of Cups is in reverse. Perhaps this was supposed to happen quite some time ago, and like a block came in and you guys couldn't make it work. But this could, for some, mean that, you know, this isn't going anywhere. But it could also be like in the past, you guys tried to make this happen and it's just delayed coming in because of a miscommunication. Either way, communication is coming back between the two of you. Communication and clarity. So the Swords is not just about communication. It's also about clearing things up. It brings along mental clarity. It brings along like speaking your truth, new ideas, new insights, everything like that. This card is kind of a blessing in this situation, because I really feel like you two need to kind of sit down and talk things out. And perhaps there wasn't a time or place for that in the past. Now there will be. Now, your next card is Wish Upon a Star. So this is very much I really feel like you really wished for this person in your life. You were really wishing for this to be something. And for some reason, it just kept not happening. But if it wasn't pertaining to a relationship, it's pertaining to something that you wished upon. And we all make wishes. Don't think you don't. Somehow, in some way, we always make wishes. And it's like manifesting, right? So our inner child really wanted something, or our part of us really wanted something. And now Spirit is stepping forward and saying, okay, you've done the work. You've been through a heck of a lot this year. It's time. It's time for this to happen. Let's clarify wish upon a star. And I love how this child here just wholeheartedly believes in the magic that that is involved in wishing. This is a very magical time of year, right? So it doesn't surprise me that our wishes are coming true. Please clarify wish upon a star. Oh, funny. I love it when the cards just make sense. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck, 9 of Wands. That is coming to an end of a very difficult situation when you put so much energy and time into something and thinking you're not going to make it, like you're ready to give up, but Spirit's very much saying, don't give up, not yet, you're almost there. You are so close to attaining what you are seeking. So that is a good sign. Now we have the Green Man, which is the Fool, and in traditional tarot. And this is a new beginning. This is taking a leap of faith, putting your faith in your person, in yourself, in Spirit. I really feel like this, if this is about the relationship, this is meant to be. Yes, there's a lot of trials and tribulations, but it's making you guys stronger in the long run. You'll know if it's time to walk away for sure. But I feel like here's a new beginning. They're giving you, Spirit is giving you this opportunity to clean the slate, remember and reflect on the issues and the past conflicts, but move forward with it. No more stagnancy, no more miscommunication. Now there is the 5 of Pentacles, but this is just kind of, I think, a part of ourselves that is a little nervous or scared, feeling like we just don't have the resources to make this work or the ability to make this work, but we do. What we're forgetting is, okay, so there's 5 of Pentacles here. Yeah, that might not be a 10 of Pentacles. We might not be like overflowing in richness and groundedness and, stability, but we have something to build off of. And we're halfway there, right? So we also have this beautiful fire in the background. We might be feeling cold, but we're kind of turning our backs on vital things that will help us move forward. This is a support network here that you can use. Like, tap into that fire, use that energy, and just be willing to tap into your courageous side to make this work. I always feel like relationships require you to be the most vulnerable you'll ever be. Because without vulnerability, you're never going to know the true self of the other person or even yourself. It is that's why it's called intimacy, right? It's such an intimate thing to get to know the most vulnerable pieces of people. And I say pieces because usually they're the broken parts. And we all have them. So, let's get over this. Let's move forward, and with courage, we can do it. Because guess what? We have the 10 of Chalices here. This is everything that we've wanted. This is everything that we've been waiting for. We have a happy home and family life coming forward, emotional stability, pure joy. This is in our future. This is connected to that wish. That's a wonderful sign. And lo and behold, right beside it is the Lover's card. Now, this is very much a divine feminine and divine masculine energy, twin flame energy. So I feel like a lot of us are dealing with our twin flame, and twin flames tend to go like this a lot. So, you come together, you learn, you teach each other things, and then something happens and you go your separate ways and you come back. It's such a dance. It's such a dance, but it's exhilarating. And a lot of the times there is such pure love there because they're your other half, right? So regardless, this is coming forward, and I really hope for all of our sakes that this is going to work out now this time. Let it be the last, it's not going to be the last fight, but let it be the last in and out, right? We do have the Knight of Pentacles. He's in the reverse, so he's really taking his time, but it's coming. He's delayed. This is a very slow moving energy, something that you've been waiting for quite a while, but stability is on its way, and it's a good sign. It's just, like I said, taking its time. And with that, the Nine of Swords in reverse. No more fear, no more anxiety, no more overthinking, no more sleepless nights. We are finally out of that energy, we're releasing that and moving forward with our person. It's beautiful. Okay, so what Spirit wants us to know about our love life, passion. Doesn't surprise me that this is here if you're dealing with your twin flame. It says, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Allow this love to come into your life. Allow it to fill you up in ways. Obviously, we all have our differences with our partner and differences in our relationship. There are things to work on. It's not going to be butterflies and rainbows, but there are wonderful parts to it that are worth saving if you feel like they are, if you feel like this is something that you can move forward with. Now, again, this will not pertain to all cancers, so this is very much for those who are kind of in the dance with their twin flame. It's more of a twin flame reading, I feel, but take any of this the way you would for you. We also have make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. I know it's so much easier for us to crawl into our shells and pretend like it doesn't matter, that we're not hurt, that we're moving forward without someone because they hurt us, and we need to cut that out, really. It's easier said than done being a Cancer. I know so well that it's easier said than done. There's nothing worse than having your emotions get the best of you and really regretting it in the end. Sometimes it's inevitable. They just kind of take us over, right? They kind of flood us sometimes. And that can sometimes come across as, that you don't want something with someone. But if you do, make sure you're making the effort to tell them that, to show them that they're appreciated, that you want them in your life. That's what Spirit's saying. Don't assume that they're just going to come in and do everything. But they need to reciprocate too. That's a plus. That needs to happen as well. And last but not least, Spirit is saying, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Keywords here is give and receive. It needs to be reciprocal. It needs to be reciprocated. So none of this, your partner doing too much or you doing too much. Like that's not going to work anymore. You're there to help each other learn and grow and support each other, but it can't all just be on one person. So either if they're coming forward and one of the reasons is poor communication, they need to step that up. They need to open up their heart more. Or maybe it's you. Maybe you're the one that's deceiving and holding things back. Either way, there's someone with the deception holding things back from another person. And I really feel like you both are kind of holding your feelings back. And it could be because you guys are terrified to be vulnerable with each other. But it's necessary. It's so necessary. Okay, my Cancerians, I hope you guys resonated with this reading. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Leave some comments below if you have any comments, questions, or concerns. Also, check out my By Luna's Light Facebook page if you feel so inclined to keep on top of the live readings that I'll be doing for like new moons, full moons, solstices, any special days like that. All right, Cancers, I will talk to you next week. Bye.